Welcome back, and not even welcome back. This is a special edition of the Real Estate 401k show. I'm your host, Mike Weinstein, alongside Justin Frederick and Ryan Gerdes. If you love military, veterans, and first responders, we're going to want you to go ahead and text the word friend to 623-AZ-RECON. That's friend to 623-AZ-RECON. All right, guys. Y'all know that I got a little place up in Pine Top that we go to and get out of the heat and just have a good time. So I got this neighbor, and I recently met him, and so he was outside, and I walked over there and like, hey man, how you doing? He goes, yeah. He goes, I keep coming by every time I see a car in front. And you and Minnie are never there, but I'm just meeting some of the coolest people of all time. And I go, my partner, Ryan, and I, have infiltrated Luke Air Force Base. Ryan and I have got, and I know Justin as well, but those guys don't like you so much.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm just kidding. We have not only a tremendous heart and passion for the men and women that served this country in all 5 branches. We just have an affinity for, the Air Force just because we are so involved on Luke Air Force Base. And I'm like, yeah, man. So I told the neighbor, every time you go over there, every single person that there's either an F-35 or an F-16 pilot at Luke Air Force Base. He goes, yeah, those are the coolest dudes.
Yeah, they're a different breed.
So at the Real Estate 401k group, we are supporters of our military, our veterans, and our first responders to the point that Ryan and we serve on the board of directors for one of the most amazing 501c3s out there in the state of Arizona called Friends of Freedom. And we've got a big event coming up.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, and I know you feel the same, like, we just need to let our sphere know not only about this event, and we would love to have all of our listeners attend. I get it that we have listeners nationwide, and I don't know if I'm making this up, but I'll just go with it globally, because it just sounds cool of how they may not be able to be here on October 12th. But they can participate in this great cause and this great event.
And if you've been tuning in for a while, then we talked about it last year, because we do a huge benefit event every single year, and it's usually there towards the middle to end of October. And so this year, as you said, it's on October 12th. And I think it started off. I mean, it's still there as something to benefit those that are military transitioning to civilian life, or first responders that also are trying to live a quality life at home, because there's some major stresses of those types of jobs. So that is obviously still there, but really we go there and we have a kick-ass time.
It's an amazing event.
It's live music. It's really good food. Our friend Tony goes and he converted a fire engine.
Like, we're talking about the big, giant ladder truck.
Right. So he converted one of those into a barbecue pit.
Wow.
And so he just punches out fajitas, burgers, hot dogs, all kinds of different good grub. And it's just, no one goes hungry. And the bar is open, and we've got all kinds of fantastic donors that have donated all kinds of, anywhere from fine spirits to keg beer and everything in between. And we love to do a theme. Okay, so this year's theme is Oktoberfest, and so I bought a lederhosen.
Bro, you sent me that, and apparently I've been slow this week. You keep sending me a lot of texts that are supposed to be funny, and I'm not getting it. And like, you sent me that, and like, hey, I bought this. And I'm like, what a dumbass. I didn't put it together until I just saw this flyer.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, did Christine get one?
Oh, no, dude. I bought a liter hose. Christine's like, I'm not wearing a freaking St. Pauli girl outfit or whatever. But
She should.
that's what I told her. And then
Apparently, she doesn't care about the military
Yeah,
and first
yeah, that's what I'm
responders.
gonna tell her that.
Yeah.
But it was funny because I tried it on this morning, and she came over with her German accent. Oh, I love your lederhosen. And I was like, babe, you need to keep that accent. But no, super excited about it. So if you can make it, the first 2 people to text in friend to 623 AZ Recon, we're gonna give you 2 tickets or two entrance fees per text. So there's going to be a total of 4. So you text in, you're going to get 2, and it's worth $50 a piece at the door because that is the buy-in. From there, we have raffle. Every single year, I am astounded by the prizes from the raffles.
Before you get into the price, I got to set the stage here, and at some point, Justin, we're going to bring you into the conversation, and the conversation is going to go like this. You better be there. So I know you're thinking of your excuses why you can't attend.
I'm
Okay.
state fair.
Okay. What?
My daughter's competing in the state fair on this day, remember?
No.
Yeah.
That's the worst excuse.
The
I've
state
ever
fair
heard.
is like 3 weeks long.
It's the day that she's competing.
All right, so let's tell the story, Ryan. Our good friend and client of the real estate 401k group, David Haddad, started Friends of Freedom. He owns a cigar shop on basically Paradise something and
Parkside
and 19th Avenue called Fumar Cigars. Now, you walk into Fumar Cigars, and it's a cigar shop, and it's really actually pretty darn cool. But nothing fancy, and you don't walk away going, oh, okay, it's just a cigar shop. He's the #1 cigar distributor in the nation. Like, you go to any 5-star resort, any golf tournament, you start smoking cigars, they're his.
Yeah, his hands were on it.
So we do this every single year, and it's a giant poker tournament with all kinds of incredible entertainment, and you already talked about the food. We do it in the parking lot of this cigar shop, and we have hundreds of people that show up. We raise over $100,000 every single year, and it's just it's amazing. So I've kind of set the stage for you.
Okay, all right.
Now
Thank
the
you.
prizes. No, so my point is, you walk in, you walk up, and then all of a sudden you start looking at these prizes, and you're like, what the? These are. I've never ever been to any type of charity event where the prizes, multiple prizes at this level.
Right, yeah. So one of our prizes is actually 3 nights at my place up in Homer, and with some fishing. And then, but
Hey, I got the winning ticket.
but the but the big one this year is a 3-night stay and 2-day bourbon tour in Louisville, Kentucky. And so that's going to fly 2 of you out there to Louisville and 3 nights, and it's just it's over the top. Everything is over the top because our sponsors and our partners that are involved in this. I mean, this isn't. I mean, no offense, but this is not the Red Roof Inn that you're staying at. You're staying at the Ritz. You're staying at some nice 4 or 5-star resorts or 5 diamond resorts. We have another one, a 2-night stay in the Sonoma Lodge in Sonoma, California. There's tons of golf. There's tons of military themed stuff. So there's handmade knives. There's customizations to firearms. There's flags. There's everyone's going to get RMOs, round metal objects, or challenge coins, whatever you want to call it. There's just so many different freebies. I actually think that the shirts that we give out are pretty cool. This is one from a few years ago. It just never
it's
stops
like
coming.
I keep looking over there and expecting to see Laverne or Shirley.
You like that?
You
It's
know,
an old
on
bowling
your
shirt, dude. I'm thinking Big Lebowski, not Laverne and Shirley.
Okay.
you know?
I'm a little bit older than you,
Yeah,
so
a lot older.
Yeah, shut up.
That's how much experience you get in this room, huh? So it's $50 at the door. We do raffles. We also do a blackjack tournament. We do speed rounds, And then if you win that speed round, it's usually like a 10-minute speed round. And so everyone starts off with X amount of poker chips, and then he or she who is the last one standing with the most wins a Plinko chip. They go over to the Plinko board.
Which was all you.
That's my
your contribution.
That's my that's my domain. That's my office. And from
Justin,
there,
hold on. When Ryan ggets to the pearly gates, God rest his soul. Hopefully he does. And he's asked, "What is your contribution to the military?" Is the pachinko,
the Plinko,
a Plinko?
Yeah,
it's
Plinko.
that. That's your bad boy.
Then you send the Plinko down, and you could get a dud of a gift. It could just be a car wash over at the local car wash, or it could be a
high-end
or
bottle.
it could be a high-end bottle of tequila, bourbon, or whatever. We have all kinds of fun prizes over there. I've never seen anyone walk in there, spend $50, and walk out of there with anything less than $1,000 experience. And it's just, there's so much there, and so many sponsors have been so generous, and so we have a lot to give. And even then, we still have more stuff to give away by the end of the night, because it's just that is how gracious and plentiful this is. There's also sponsor opportunities. So we are going to post this flyer on this podcast so that you can punch in the QR code if you can't make it, but you'd love to donate to the organization, because really above and beyond just pulling in cash, we none of us take one dime from the foundation. This is seriously 100% a non-profit organization. We all do this we donate our time, money, resources, and we do not take one dime out of it. And so it gives us that ability to really put forth our best efforts. And I think that for me, the best experience was it was after our first year of being on the board. I went up to Heber for 4th of July, and we were getting ready for the fireworks show out there in the baseball fields. And I was just overhearing a couple of guys talk, and he's like, "Oh, I just got out of the Army, and I was having a tough time there. I was having some issues with family and with my social life, and I had no money." Well, this organization called Friends of Freedom came in and bought me a car and allowed me to go get a job and go to and from the gym, and they brought me out of my funk. Now I'm drinking less. I've lost weight, and I'm working 40, 50 hours a week, and you could just hear the tears in his voice. And I turned around and I was like, "So you're Brian, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, I was there when we were stroking that check. So I was extremely humbled. It brought tears to my eyes, and that's just one of the big reasons why I'm not only fully bought into Friends of Freedom. It's got my loyalty for the rest of my life, and I can never do enough for it.
It's easy to forget. And I know 9/11, never forget.
Mm-hmm.
But we do forget. And I can go weeks without thinking about what the men and women who are serving this country are doing, the sacrifices that they make, whether it is first responders or military. We sit at home, we watch Monday Night Football, we have some cocktails, we turn on the smoker. There's men and women who are serving right now, don't have that option. And that's what Friends of Freedom does. It helps them and caters to them and gives them hope.
Yeah, and if anything, I would love for you to visit the website, because there's a ton of different testimonials, things that we've done in the past, things that we're doing in the future, that these donations and these sponsors go to benefit, and the people that are involved. It's funny. The only way I can really explain it is for me, it feels like the most selfish thing by being selfless. Yeah. I feel like even though I'm donating time and money, and I don't want anything in return, because watching the growth and watching the healing and watching the smile on the faces of some of them are widows or widowers, and some of them have missing limbs, and you see some really, really nasty stuff. So to your point, there's just some people that have paid the ultimate price, and we get to enjoy the benefits of watching football on Sunday and turning on the smoker. And so anything that I can do in order to stay involved with this is just been really, really fills my heart, and I invite you to do the same.
And we would love to give you one of our personal RMOs. And if you want to attend or support this incredible event, go ahead and text the word friend to 623-AZ-RECON. That's friend to 623-AZ-RECON. All right, Justin, how much do you love your daughter? Because I'm feeling like this is more important than your daughter's rodeo, whatever, at the fair. Because corn dogs will be there all fair long.
All right, so let me ask you this. As a father,
I'm going to this.
Understood. Knowing rodeo is one of the most dangerous sports ever, and you've had your daughter fall off a horse before and had to take her to a hospital. Would you want to miss that if that happened? You know?
For the sake of the podcast, yes.
I'm going to do what I can. I'm just telling you, I almost cannot not be there for her after we've had this in the past. But this sounds incredible. And I'm sitting here thinking, I want to check my calendar.
Hold on. What time is your daughter going to ride?
That's what I'm saying. I think that I'll be out. I think that I'll be out by then because I'm pretty sure it's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Well, so let's just go over the broad strokes here.
Okay.
It is
Yeah,
October 12th.
16 minutes in, and we've given no details.
It's October 12th. It's right there off of 19th Avenue in Parkside, which is just north of Deer Valley. So 2010 West Parkside Lane. It is from 7 to 11 p.m. And
outside event.
Yep. Yeah. So bring your lederhosen. Bring your, bring whatever Bavarian garb you have, and let's go have a damn good time.
Yeah.
Do you know how to say brassiere in German?
Do you?
Well, stoppin' floppin'. I got worse ones, so I'll end it with
That's
that.
actually good.
No, well, let's okay. So it's Friday.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my God! Thank you,
right.
my friend. It's Friday. Go ahead.
All right.
So Friday. Now it's your day, buddy. So
Yeah,
Justin,
it's my day.
What's the flavor?
So I mean, we're on Oktoberfest and that beer. I'm always thinking beer. So let's. Where's your favorite place to go watch football on Sundays? Where's your favorite place? It doesn't have to be a bar. What do you enjoy? Your house? What?
Well, so yeah, you actually just took my answer because I love going to venues. I love the energy. I love that fun stuff. But it's just, even if you have front row tickets, you still just don't get as good a view as you do from my 75-inch HD television.
Yeah.
And I don't have to wait in the line at the bar for a half hour to get a beer that costs $15 for 12 ounces. I can get whatever the hell that I want, and chances are my food is a hell of a lot better than the best dish that they're serving.
That's a fact. I'll give you that.
At the game. Now, all that being said, I do go to at least one game a year just because the energy. But my favorite place is my own couch,
All right.
my own home.
All right.
All right. Well, okay. So I'll one up you. You take the couch. I take the couch in the basement. So I got a big old basement in my house, and yes, if you're new to Arizona, there are some houses that have basements. So my oldest has gone to Tokyo, Japan for college.
He's already been through like 4 tsunamis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gone. My oldest moved upstairs. So I got an entire 2,200 basement, 2,200 square foot basement to myself. I got a bathroom, refrigerator, wet bar, everything, and I just went out to Costco and got a 75-inch TV, and I am watching football. Now, with that being said, if you said you can't watch football at home today, where would you go? And my favorite out-of-the-home football experience, Santisi Brothers.
Yeah.
Dude.
You stole it.
Dude, it's freaking...
It's amazing.
It's walls of TV.
Yeah.
It's not TVs next to each other. It's just walls of TV. I can watch football and wiffle ball all at the same time.
Yep. All right, since you stole it, I'm gonna go.
sorry, bro.
No, you're good. I love that place, and I feel like that's a solid answer.
Let's go right now.
I'm going Moon Saloon, 83rd Avenue and Bell Road.
Yep, that's a good one.
It's a great setting. It's a smaller. It's not really divey, but it's close to divey.
It's a locals bar.
Yeah,
kind of
but they
feel.
have really cool appetizers. I love their wings. They come in a bucket. I'm sorry, their ribs. They come in a bucket. Good food, good beer, good atmosphere. Place is always packed for football. The service is incredible, and you always run in. I always run into people that I know there, so I like that too.
Exes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
so
sometime.
if we're going outside of the house, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know why. But Twin Peaks actually.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know they do
Oh,
have
well, I know why.
Yeah, they have the coldest beer, second to Santeezi's.
Yeah, they got
and,
cold beer.
and good food, and the one over here by our office. I don't really care for the other ones, but the one by our office is an old claim jumper, so it's huge. They have 2 bars, shit tons of TV, great outdoor patio. It's
Stop.
I like that one.
Stop, dude.
Well,
This
I mean,
freaking-
do I need to bring up the obvious?
No, I'm talking about this ass next to me. We go there, and he's like, "Oh man, you got to have the habanero wings. They're not that hot, dude." And
I'm telling you, there was something different that day. It
and,
was
and you
awful.
know I'm
That
you
hit
know I'm a
hard.
wuss.
Yeah.
But I out-winged him.
Yeah,
That
I was
day.
done. I
It
was like, no, this is not even
horrible.
good. They were terrible.
Did you have snot
we were
bubbles?
Just, we were like, no, we were just sweating there together. And we were like,
It was so
we went there to
bad.
have one beer. We ended up having 2 giant beers
Yep.
just to kind of cool ourselves off.
Yep.
It was.
I swear to God, I have no idea. Oh, we were talking about Friends of Freedom. If you care about our military, our veterans, and first responders, we want you to participate in Oktoberfest, whether you can attend or just contribute. Text the word friend to 623 AZ Recon. That's friend to 623 AZ Recon.